vision and a plan, cause that's all it takes. Klubstop Management, I'll get you a place. That's a pool in a garden along with a maze. That's an elevate. Welcome back to Klubstop Management's YouTube channel. Your weekly insight into the world's most exciting and fascinating off-plan property investments. Today we'll be diving into a project by Sobha Realty called SeaHaven, which is just by Dubai Marina, overlooking the Palm, waterfront presence and breathtaking views. It's a beautiful blend of luxury and iconic surroundings. This project is created by Sobha Realty, a name that screams out craftsmanship, a name that is respected in the UAE market, a name that sponsors Arsenal Football Club. This company is a backwards integrated company, which means they work on not just the face of the property and what it's going to look like, but they work on the back end of the property, the structure, the cladding, what the glass is going to be made of, what the doors, the fireproof doors will be made of. Everything's in-house, which means from the architect to the builders to the materials, it's all in-house. So what this means primarily is that they control the completion date and the finishing times. So they're not outsourcing it to a builder or outsourcing it to an architect. They're getting it done as quick as possible because everything's in-house and there shouldn't be no delays. PNC Menon is the owner of the company. He's an Indian billionaire. You can go and do your research on him. Well established in the market, started in Oman building palaces for the royal family. Now he's moved in to the UAE market and he's hit the ground running and done very well over there. Good to break down what the developer does and what they're known for. And Sobha's known for being a backwards integrated company who works primarily on making sure that the build lasts. So it's not about having the build looking all fancy, even though they do look fancy and they're beautiful, but it's about making sure the structure's correct, that the building's going to last, the cladding's right. Like, we don't want a Glenfield happening or anything like that. So there's a lot of attention to detail with Sobha. I've worked with them for a few years now, so I know their procedure. The SeaHaven project has 3 luxurious towers, the tallest tower having 67 floors. The project on a whole has 1,200 apartments, which was available. A lot of them has been sold out. The inventory is because the project finishes in 2026. So where the project finishes in Q4 2026, a lot of them have been sold out, but we can get our hands on a few projects. I had a client that was interested and I sent them a few available units the other day as well. They still got payment plan options, but I'll be more extreme the payment plan because the project's going to be finished next year. So usually when the project's going to be finished next year, it's more aggressive, the payment plan. So it's like you pay 20%, then next 2-3 months you might be paying another 20%. Payment plan with Sobha SeaHaven is 60-40, which means 60 would be paid through the construction and 40% would be paid on handover when you got the keys in your hand. Now there's many ways that you can pay the other 40%, like mortgage. You can mortgage the 40%. You can pay it off straight away to the developer as well, interest free. All the payment plans are interest free, but we can go into that into a bit more detail. I'll probably put a video up to tell you how you can get a mortgage for off-plan property. But with this project, the payment plan is 60-40. So what you would have to do is put down 20% deposit, 4% DLD, which is not included in the whole payment plan. That's extra. So you always end up paying 104% of the project. So you pay that 60-40 and then you pay it out in a payment plan. And on completion, you would pay the 40%. This project's actually gone down because it was 80-20 at one stage. I remember seeing SeaHaven, it was 80-20, where you would have to pay 80% free construction to 20%. But as the time went on, Sobha dropped the payment plan down to 60-40, made it a bit more accessible for a normal client, you know what I mean? So they can just invest 60%, 40% on completion, and they can have their project. SeaHaven has 1 to 4 bedroom apartments and penthouses. Some of the penthouses go for 25 million, 26 million AED upwards. Beautiful penthouses as well. You couldn't ask for anything better. Infinity pools and everything. But let's start with the 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom units start from 3.1 million AED, which is £690,000 or $865,000. The 2 bedroom apartments start from 4.9 million AED, which is £1 million or $1.3 million. 3 bedroom units start from 6.5 million AED, which is £1.3 million, $1.7 million. And then we've got luxury penthouses and 4 bedroom units. These start from around 22 million AED and they go up to around 26 million AED. So if you need any prices on 4 bedrooms or penthouses, let us know. There is a few available and we could put it towards the investor as well. We have a few 3 bedrooms available in the Sobha SeaHaven if that's in your price range. Sizes of the units range from around 763 square foot to 3,000 square foot as well, so you're getting a lot for your money. You're looking at a sea facing unit, so it's got a sea facing waterfront unit, so you either got the view of the Dubai Marina skyline or you got a view of the Palm Jumeirah. Beautiful views. Construction began in 2023 for the SeaHaven project and it will be finished Q4 2026. So it's coming up. It's a project ideal for someone that probably wants to live in Dubai next year. It will be ready for them to live in, be an end user or an investor that wants to start generating income from a property straight away or next year. You invest now, next year your project will be finished. Foundation works has been put into place. They're working on the interior. Sometimes the projects are ready before the handover date, before the anticipated date. So we're anticipating Q4 from around October to December. This project will be completed. Now, when we go into amenities now, let's talk about some of the amenities, because I know the amenities is what makes the project. The apartment's nice, the square meter of the project's nice as well, but the amenities is for the person that's living there. It brings a lot to the table when you're either renting your property out or you are actually the end user. It's a waterfront project overlooking the Palm Jumeirah. They've got infinity pools with skyline views. Beautiful views from your infinity pool looking over the edge at the Palm Jumeirah. They've got indoor and outdoor gyms in this project. So whether you want to work out inside, indoor gym and work out with AC, or you want to go outside and push yourself to the limit in the hot sun in Dubai, then you got outdoor gym. So in this project, you got a sauna and a steam room downstairs. So after you've worked out in your indoor or outdoor gym, however you wanted to work out that day, you can go downstairs and go to the sauna and the steam room and relax your muscles. In this project, you've got a cinema. You can bring your family downstairs and watch a film in the cinema. And you've got lounges as well in this project. So this is your apartment having a cinema in it. Imagine that. Yoga decks and Zen gardens. So if you're someone that's into your yoga and you like to relax, they've got a space for you. So they've got something for the kids. They've got a kids play area in this project, which is good that there's something they're incorporating the children in this, because they're understanding that people will be raised in this project. We've got rooftop terraces on this project, so you can sit on your rooftop terrace and look over at the breathtaking views of the Palm Jumeirah or the marina or the Dubai Harbour, and you can see the boats going out. Beautiful views. Rooftop terrace, who wouldn't want it? Private access to the marina, and you got 24/7 concierge and security. Imagine that. In a country so safe as Dubai, on top of the safety, you've got security and concierge. So if you was renting out your property as an Airbnb or a service accommodation, this concierge would come in handy because they would help your guests carry their bags upstairs. They would provide the keys to your guests as well. And if you're someone of high value, you've got security there as well. So you know nothing's going to go missing, no one's going to burgle your property or anything like that as well. So even though Dubai is such a safe country, they always go that one step extra by having security in the projects, essentially. These do come with service charges, and there is service charges, but the service charges isn't too much. Usually it's around 20 AED per square meter. So we'll go into that. Usually I'll do a breakdown for my clients. So if you're interested, then we'll get a breakdown done for you, send it off to you, and we'll go through the project a little bit more. Let's talk about capital appreciation and ROI. So this project, we're anticipating around 7 to 10% ROI, and that's not accommodating for a service accommodation. It's for a regular tenant to come into your property and pay you a year up front. You'll be getting 7 to 10% ROI back on that investment. And if we're looking at capital appreciation on completion, we're anticipating around 25 to 30% on completion of this project. So your project would have appreciated by Q4 2026 by 25 to 30%. And that's being modest because it can go even more up as well. Like they're introducing the metro lines and things, infrastructure in Dubai that will make your investment rise even more. But we're anticipating the first year on completion, your project should go up around 25 to 30% capital appreciation. And you know in Dubai, when you sell your property, there's no capital gains. So all the profits will be coming back to you. And if you're going to rent it out as well, there's no income tax. So all the profits again will be coming back to you. Let's get into the pros and cons. So with this project, I can see the pros being that it's ultra luxury location. The location is a beautiful location. You can't beat the location in Dubai. You're overlooking Palm Jumeirah. You've got a yacht station in front of your property that you can park your yacht there. I don't know what sort of person, if you have your own yacht, then you can park your yacht in front of the building as well in the marina bit. Beautiful. Like you can't beat this location. It's flexible with the payment plans. So the flexible payment plans make it easy for a normal investor, not just a high-end investor, to invest. You can invest through the payment plan, which is interest free. Why not? And you're still going to make the returns of up to 30% on completion 2026. Strong capital growth, strong potential in the market, down to the area, down to the project, down to the high-end finishes and amenities that they offer in this project. Just shows the luxury. So the luxury and the amenities just add to the strong capital growth. Say cons for this project is that it's not too bad when we look at other projects for the pricing, but it's still quite premium in its pricing structure, even though you've got a payment plan system. Another thing is that I think because it's going to be built in 2026, the completion date, Q4, and say December 2026, that the payment plan will be really aggressive. So for someone that hasn't got liquid funds up front to invest in this project throughout the year, it's going to be a problem because it's not a project where you're going to be investing over 3 years and 4 years. It's a project which is going to be ready next year. So it's going to be ready in 2026. You're going to have to put up at least 60% of that capital quickly, and then 40% on completion, which they'll be giving you the keys in 2026, the end of 2026. So the payment plan will be really aggressive. That's one thing that I'd think would be a con on the project, but it depends on what sort of investor you are, because if you got money where you want to invest and keep your money safe and your money will rise up 30% in the capital appreciation next year, it's a good investment. But if you was looking for a long-term investment where you wanted to pay off a payment plan, like more of a mortgage structure or something, then this wouldn't be the project for you because the payment plan will be quite aggressive. But it's a project worth paying for, and it's a project worth investing in. Who is this project for? So I think this project is for, again, high net worth individuals, but not just high net worth individuals, because they offer a good payment plan. So a normal investor can get into this market. Like I said, the payment plan will be quite aggressive, so it might stop them from investing. International investors would probably want to invest in a project like this because they come out and they experience Dubai, they go to the Palm, they know what the Palm's like, they know what Dubai Marina's like, and there's lots of fancy hotels around there. So an international investor that's flew into Dubai might be interested in purchasing in a place that they like being. Like, they might have stayed in the 5 hotel on the Palm Jumeirah, and they might want to be close to that sort of environment. So I'd say an international investor, and maybe someone with a good portfolio that wants to add something extra to their portfolio that can't fail because it's in a good location. So yeah, so out of 10, I'd give it a 8 out of 10 project. Why would I give it 8 out of 10? Because the return on investment, good, looking good, strong return on investment, strong demand, good area, good location, strong capital appreciation, and the project will be finished next year, 2026. So it gives the investor the immediate gratification and income next year. They can invest now. Their money will raise next year with capital appreciation, and they'll be able to rent it out for return on investment, if not sell it. So they could sell it on completion. An investor could buy it now and sell it on completion next year and make their money back quickly. If you're serious about investing in Dubai, let us know. Drop us a DM or message in the comment section below, and we'll get in touch with you guys. Subscribe, follow, like. If you want us to send you the full brochure and the breakdown of the property investment, let us know also, and we can send that over to your email address, or we can get your WhatsApp and then send it over to your WhatsApp as well. We do have a broadcast list that we broadcast every week, a project to. If you want to be a part of that broadcast list, let us know and we'll add you to the broadcast list, and you can get updates every week on the market, off-plan market investment. If it's something that you want to learn about or you're interested about, we can book in a consultation meeting and we can get on the phone and talk a bit more about it. Klubstop Management, where we're bringing off-plan investments to you guys personally. A lot of people don't know about off-plan investments and not sure about the markets, but we review it for you guys to understand it a bit more. If there's anything else that you think I should put in the content that would help you as an investor, let us know, and then we'll get onto it, because we're here for you. We're here to provide information that will make you make a lucrative investment. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again next week for another property review. Subscribe, like, comment.